Hello people, and welcome to Sailor Arya's channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you have not guessed it yet, my name is Arya, and in this video I am going to show you how I made the necklace for my Paya cosplay. First of all, I picked these 3 wooden beads as a base for the necklace and Apoxie Sculpt to create the rest of the structure around it. It is important that you wear gloves while working with this material. It could potentially irritate your skin, so better safe than sorry. Apoxie Sculpt comes with 2 different clay putties. You gotta mix equal parts of A and B before you start working on your project. Make sure you have water nearby. This will make the mixing and smoothing process a lot easier. Paya has 3 large spheres that have a bit of a sharp edge in the middle. So I am going to try and sculpt this around the bead. Remember to always use water. Aside from making the sculpting process easier, it will help with smoothing the transition from the clay to the bead. We want everything to look as seamless as possible later in the painting process. And after 24 hours of letting the epoxy cure, this is how the bead now looks like. Now I am going to build up more structure around both the bead and the already cured epoxy. Fun fact, the reason why I'm using Apoxie Sculpt is because I am obsessed with doll customizing videos. They use this material a lot. So I've been wanting to try it out for a while. When I decided to cosplay Paya and the time came to make her necklace, I thought, well, now is my moment. So while waiting for the larger beads to cure, I am starting to work on the smaller ones. I am making the holes of the beads a bit bigger with an X-Acto knife. And I decided to also cover the small beads with Apoxie Sculpt. I tried to make the layers of the clay as thin as possible since my intention is not to build up structure around it like I did with the larger beads, but just to give the same texture. Plus, that will make them easier to paint later. As usual, I keep the water near me to make the smoothing easier. The smaller beads are done, yay! And yeah, I am back to building up more structure around the larger beads. I guess at this point I wasn't super satisfied with how they look like yet. And I really wanted the sharp edge of the bead to be even more defined. So it is more of the same thing, sculpting and smoothing, making everything as seamless as possible. Yay, here it is! I am finally happy with it. At the time of recording this video, I didn't own a Dremel or any other fancy sanding tool. So I just used what I had at that moment, which was a random set of different sandpapers. Look at this amazing acrylic color paint I found. What would you guys say this color is? Bronze maybe? I don't know. But it is absolutely the best color for Paya's necklace. And because I am a bit impatient, I am using my heat gun in a very low setting to dry the paint quicker. My heat gun has this little fancy screen that allows me to control how hot I want the air to be. Whenever I want to use it to dry something, I set the air to be not too hot so I won't burn myself. Okay, so now back to doing some sanding. I wanted to share a little tip for those out there who don't own a Dremel yet. Using sanding paper on its own can be very uncomfortable, so here I am grabbing a leftover piece of 10mm EVA foam and I am improvising a sanding tool to make the sanding easier, just like this. Here they are. My beautiful larger beads look very smooth and fancy. And you know what's gonna make them look even better? That's right, paint! Painting Apoxie Sculpt is so fun. I love it how everything blends in together once you start painting it. And of course, I repeated the process of painting with the rest of the larger beads. I am now using this clear varnish to seal in the paint and also give the beads a nice and smooth finish. And look at them! So smooth and shiny. I love them so much. And the family of beads is officially completed. Yay! We are almost done now. Time to make the string that will hold the necklace together. Since the epoxy beads ended up being a bit heavy, I decided to make a string out of this very strong faux leather. It is finally time to put the necklace together. I am using needle and thread to help guide the beads through the leather string. As you guys can see, it makes the job way easier. Now I am using this wire and bending it with the pliers to make little hooks for the necklace. Here you can see me attaching the hook to the necklace by using contact glue, which is, in my opinion, way better than hot glue. I hope that's not a controversial thing to say. And because I want to be extra safe, I am also sewing the section of the necklace that I just glued. The beads ended up being a little heavy, so I think at the time it really makes sense to do this. And now for the second hook. It ended up not being super perfect in my opinion, but it served its purpose. And that is the most important thing. Future editing me is realizing how much I wanted to reinforce this necklace. I guess it ended up being pretty heavy after all. First, I wanted to try using some craft foam, but then I was like, nah, let's use Worbla. Time to get the heat gun out again. And now I can say that I am finally done. Here's a little teaser for you all so you can see how the necklace looks like. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments below. I completed this cosplay back in 2019 and I have footage of me making her shoes, her belt, and also styling the wig. I will be working on all of those videos very soon. Or if you're watching this in the future and the videos are already out, I will link them somewhere in the screen and also in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new today. You could use these techniques for any other cosplay. Follow me on Instagram, I am very active there, and also I've been having lots of fun in TikTok lately. Like and subscribe for more fun cosplay content. See you next time! Ciao!